This is case number 232 for a 57-year-old male in the United States. Just have a look at... okay. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. So, without giving anything away, can you connect?
Okay, yeah, let's just get a connection to him. Okay, so I've got a connection, so let's start with a sovereignty check. Okay, so sovereignty check fails on the third test.
Okay. And what do you think you can pick up?
Okay, this is one large male negative entity connected. And this, to me, has presented itself as this fish-like entity. We come across them, don't we? We see these like bird-like ones and also these fish-like entities.
Okay. Fish-like. Now, I'm going to take the time here to find out more about this particular entity. It is intelligent. Can it communicate with us?
Yeah, it's laughing a lot on the intelligence question, on the basis that it's saying its IQ is probably quadruple ours.
Yeah. Okay. So this gentleman has reported certain phenomena that he's experiencing, and I just want to communicate with this entity and ask, is it responsible?
Of course, it's saying.
Okay. It's having a bit of a game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very straight down the line.
Yeah, yeah. Is it being honest with us?
It says honesty can be depicted in various ways.
Okay. So I'm going to ask it, what was it that attracted it to this particular client, to this human?
Okay, so it's saying it's his vibration, basically. So it's saying that we're attracted to vibration the same way that humans would be attracted, or attracted to substances, or if you're interested in a hobby, you'd be attracted to people that do that hobby. So it's the same for them. They're attracted to underlying vibration.
Okay, now this gentleman describes an experience that he had, and I just want to see if we can correlate information from this entity with his experience. Would it be possible to elaborate on the vibration that it was attracted to? What activity or what was it in particular that this gentleman was doing that attracted this particular entity?
Okay, so it's just saying he gave off a strong negative vibration, which is effectively their substance to a certain degree.
Okay.
He said there's also other attributes that this entity was attracted to in terms of thought, what this male was thinking and his way that he thinks and the things that he does.
Okay. I'm having a bit of a chuckle here because I'm reading what his report says, and I'll give that to you in just a moment. So he's obviously very uncomfortable with the situation now, and he's asked us to help him be relieved of the problem. Is this entity willing to cooperate with us?
Yeah, okay, so this entity is saying happy to disconnect.
Okay.
On the basis that it doesn't want to get into any other problems with our team, if you like.
Okay, fine. Is there anything that it's implanted that it needs to take with it?
Saying, of course.
If it would be so kind, then.
It's saying, okay, just a doctor, you know the answer to the questions before you ask them. Okay. So it's basically saying that it's able to basically read your thought pattern as well.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, so it's saying it already knows the answers or the questions you're about to ask, and therefore you know the answers already.
Well, I'm very grateful for your cooperation.
Okay, cool.
And say
okay, so yeah, it's just saying it's going to start to disconnect now.
And I'll say thank you. And if we can allow that.
Saying, okay, he's just telling me to tell you basically thank you for your respect. Okay. He's saying if we're not respected, we create big problems for humans.
Yes, quite. So can we move on, Andrew? Can you check his grounding for us?
Yeah, there's no grounding at all. So we'll just put that back in place. Okay, so I see like a plate underneath his feet, basically, that stops that whole grounding activity.
Yeah.
So it's going to take that out, remove it, and then put his grounding roots back into the centre of the planet. Okay, now I'm just going to bring a picture of a person up, cut down the middle, and take a look inside. So again, in that inner etheric, there's a whole. Well, I'm seeing it basically like a bit like a bee's nest of sort of lattice of these, well, small sort of they don't look like eggs, but they look like honeycomb holes where things have been put in, if you like. So some sort of incubation of some type of thing. But given this entity is basically presenting itself to me as a fish-like shape, it may be why we're not seeing eggs, but we're seeing some other type of incubation.
Okay, so this is being dealt with as we speak, I take it.
Chen is saying that they're allowing this entity, to disconnect take its own things back.
Apart from that, is there anything else there that needs to be cleared away?
There isn't. There's just a control device over the top of the head and one big cord that goes straight into the middle of the skull that we're just taking off.
Okay. We can go back and check all this after we've been through the routine. Have a look at the low frequency.
So yeah, there's a whole raft of those completely wrapped around the whole outside of the auric field. So let's just remove and clear those. Okay, and there's 2 earth bands connected.
Okay. Were they coerced or were they...
No, they're 2 females, and they were saying they were there before.
Okay.
So I'm just going to open a door to spirit to allow these 2 to leave.
Okay, thanks. We're a bit short of time. I'd love to speak to them, but we are short of time, so I'd like to move on, if that's okay, Andy.
Yeah, okay, so that's done. So there's no thought forms, but there is a dissociated personality.
Right. Can we connect with the higher self then and ask if we've got permission to work with this?
Okay, we do. That's affirmative. So this is like an 11-year-old.
Okay. And would there be any problems with reintegration of this?
No, the higher self's saying it's happy to reintegrate it.
And what about the 11-year-old? Is it happy about being reintegrated?
The 11-year-old's saying, I just want to go back to my mum.
Okay.
So the 11-year-old sees the core personality as its mother, effectively, which...
So there's no problem with reintegration then?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool, yeah, so that's done.
So can you just go back and do it?
Yeah, so going to do a sovereignty check again. Okay, so sovereignty check passes now. So Chen's just confirming that the entity has been disconnected.
Okay, I'm going to tell you very, very briefly now what was making me chuckle. The client complained of having an elemental spirit attached.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he says, it thinks it's married to me.
Oh, right, wow. That's interesting, isn't it?
Isn't it? If it's using his etheric body for its incubation of its offspring, it's like a marriage.
Yeah, see, that's why you were chuckling, yeah, of course.
He says it misrepresented itself. And he goes on to say, where the entity was talking about the energy vibration that attracted it to him, he says he had an experience with psilocybin mushrooms.
Oh, right, okay.
And he was thinking it was friendly.
Yeah, right, that's quite a common problem as well, isn't it?
And he goes on to say this is what really made me chuckle. He says the next thing I found out is that there's some kind of initiation or marriage ceremony.
Yeah, right.
And they've not been able to get rid of it. Well, let me read this to you. He goes on to say, I've not been able to get rid of it even after going to church. I cleansed my home and had a priest do a deliverance on his home. went to a church where 2 members had tried to rid it from his body. He saw a shaman healer and still have it anchored. It won't go, I need help. So there you go, my friends. These sort of entities can't be exorcised by priests because they don't recognise the ritual. They have they have their own intention. They're far more intelligent than we are. They just need to be acknowledged, respected, and asked to leave. So there we have it. End of story. End of recording. Thank you very much.
Okay. Cheers, Terry.